Good day, everyone. I am Diana Jane Ibaholas, a fourth-year BSM majoring English in North Shattuck campus. Today, I want to talk about something that resonates deeply with me, especially as a future teacher. The word grades. As a student, I always hear this quote. Grades doesn't measure our intelligence. We all been conditioned to believe that grades define us, that they measure our intelligence, potential, and future success. But I ask myself often, can a single letter or number really capture who we are and what we're capable of? As a student, I have faced the pressure of excelling academically. There were times when I tied my self-worth to my grades. If I didn't get the mark I was aiming for, I felt I wasn't good enough. But over time, I realized that grades are just a small part of the bigger picture. Research shows that grades are not just the best measure of students' abilities or potential. According to the American Psychological Association, too much emphasis on grades can cause anxiety, burnout, and even cheating. With all this emphasis on the grades of the students, it's easy to forget that grades only partially represents the intellectual capacity of a student and his or her emotional intelligence. They do not measure qualities like creativity, critical thinking, or problem solving activities, which is the essence of student success in the real world. Now, as I prepare to become a teacher, I reflect on these experiences more. Whenever I remember the disappointing times that I had in my certain subjects, which did not play to my strength, it really discourages me. Yet, I remember the encouragement I received from my teachers who looked beyond my grades and saw my potential. They encouraged me to grow in fields where I excelled more, like communication, creativity, and problem solving. One of the most valuable lessons I've learned is that every student is different. Some may shine in math, while others excel in arts, sports, or social interactions. A study conducted by the National Center of Education Statistics found that students' learning styles, backgrounds, and experiences shape their educational needs. As a future teacher, I want to create an environment where students feel valued for their unique abilities, not just for their grades. I have seen how focusing solely on grades can lead students to anxiety and burnout. According to the Institute of Mental Health, academic stress is one of the primary contributors to mental health. These are the issues in students where many students feeling overwhelmed by their academic performance. It is because I've been there myself, worrying about whether I'd pass a tough subject or maintain a high GPA. But also learned that some of the most significant learning occurs outside the traditional system when we collaborate, think critically, or simply persevere through the challenges. One of my personal experiences as an education student was during my teaching observation. I worked with students who had different learning styles and needs. Some excelled academically while others struggled. What stood out in these students is that creativity, kindness, and resilience was shown more. And according to a report from the Learning Policy Institute, a great learning policy includes considering emotional and social growth during the process. These serve as a potential reminder that grades aren't enough in showing students their capacities and what they might have become. In the future, I want to be the kind of a teacher who sees the whole child, not the report card. I want my students to be able to discover their passions and strengths, realizing that their worth is not tied to a number or a letter. It is because, according to the educational psychologist Howard Gardner, we know that students have different or multiple intelligence, from linguistic and logical mathematical to spatial interpersonal. I want my students to know that failing a test doesn't mean a failure or they are a failure. Just as getting a perfect score doesn't mean that they have learned all. And as I enter or start my journey as an educator, I believe that education is more than just a test score. It's about the skills, character, and a lifelong love for learning. It's about preparing the students for the world where problem solving, empathy, creativity are just important as knowing facts and figures. So, to my future students, I will say this. Your grades do not define you. They are part of your learning journey, but they are not the end goal. What matters is how you grow and how you treat others and how you face the world with curiosity and courage. And to my fellow students, teacher, fellow educator, and future teachers, let's remember to see our students for who they are, and beyond their grades. Let's nurture their talents, support their dreams, and remind them their value is immeasurable. So that would be all. Thank you for listening.